Hello, everyone. This is Michelle Mickey Jones, and I am a owner operator of several businesses. I am a writer, a published author, #1 best-selling author on Amazon. I am a poet, and I just happen to also be a social worker. And what do? I help other writers write and be their authentic self in their writing. How do we do that? Because of my social work background, we help you to develop and implement skills and techniques that are designed to help you to improve upon what you already know as a writer. Why do I do that? Because I like to write, and I like other people that like to write as well. So, how are we going to do this for you? We are going to create opportunities, because if you don't speak up for you, how will you know what other people are talking about when they talk about you? So, if you are new to following me here on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, I say welcome to you, and I say thank you for following me. If you are not new to following me and have been following me for a while, I say, hey, y'all. And I say, thank you for following me. And if at any time, either new or old as a follower, if I say something that you think might be beneficial to someone else that you know, please don't hesitate to hit the share button. I will greatly appreciate it. Now, what are we talking about today? Exactly what I said. We're talking about creating opportunities. We're talking about being able to create an opportunity for yourself just by speaking up for yourself. So, in the intro, as with most of them, I never quite say it the same way twice, but you'll know 3 things about me. You'll know 1, that I am a writer. You know 2, that I am published. And you'll know 3, that I am a social worker. And all 3 of those things define who I am. So at any given time, I want to be in a position to speak up for myself, to create an opportunity in any one of those areas. So if I'm with my NASW or my social work friends, then of course our conversation is going to be geared towards social work, and I will talk things social worky. No, that's not a word. I just made it up. Social worky. So that means any opportunity that I see that may benefit me and I may be of a benefit to someone else, that's what we're going to talk about. And how will you know that I am the right person for that opportunity? Because 1, we're going to discuss it, and 2, we're going to talk about what I qualify and how I qualify for that opportunity. Same goes for being a writer. And it goes with the credibility. Your credibility actually helps to create your opportunities. I recently had an opportunity to be a part of an online magazine. I didn't look for the online magazine. The online magazine looked for me. I capitalized on that opportunity because then I was able to actually showcase my talents in another area or another channel of interest towards other people. I had never thought about an online magazine. But guess what? My work is now published. So that was an opportunity that benefited both me as a writer and the online magazine, because they needed space to fill in their magazine. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about creating an opportunity. I'm talking about staying abreast of those things that interest you. Now, there are different resources that you can use to stay abreast of what's going on. Of course, you can use Facebook events, and then you can use Eventbrite. But again, word of mouth is the best type of opportunity grabber. Because we are not always on social media. Forgive my improper grammar that's just there. But we are not always on social media. We have lives outside of social media. So maybe you'll get a telephone call, or one of your friends will tag you in a post. And if it's relevant to what you're looking for, then fine, so forth and so on. Like right now, my girlfriend tagged me in a post that had to do with a sorority that is hosting an event dealing with lupus and dialysis. Because I am a lupus survivor, that interests me. Because I am a writer writing a book on lupus, that interests me more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attend that event and create an opportunity for myself, whether it be as an advocate for young people, whether it be as a speaker for the young people, whether it be as a donator for the cause. Regardless of what it is, I'm going to create that opportunity. Now, I normally would not have known about that opportunity because the sorority that is producing the event is not a sorority that I follow, but it's one that my girlfriend follows. So this is what I mean when we talk about using other avenues and resources to help to create opportunities. So don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Do not be afraid to speak up for yourself. If you feel that you are capable and ready and able to do a service, provide a service, to offer a service in a particular area, by all means, take that chance. Speak up for yourself. Because if you don't speak up for you, how are they going to know? How is that organizer going to know that you're the perfect fit for what they're looking for? How are they going to know that you have an expertise in the area in which they are producing the event around? They won't unless you speak up. So that's my thing for you this evening. To make sure that you learn and you practice and you have your pitch line ready to speak up for yourself, to create and to capitalize on your opportunities. Now, mind you, all of your opportunities are not going to be paid opportunities. The majority of your opportunities when you first start out as an entrepreneur, as a novice writer, are going to be volunteer, or they are going to be just flat out free. But that does not mean that you do not take those community service opportunities. Because in the end, the community in which you live is going to be the community that promotes you. You have to forgive me. I have no idea why my tongue is so tied this evening. But hey, this is real life. This is live. And I'm not going to backtrack it just so that I can go brush my tongue and make it work right. Okay? So what we're talking about is creating an opportunity for yourself. So whether you are a poet, whether you are a novelist, whether you are an autobiographer, whether or not you are an editorial writer, whether you are a columnist, or whether you just like to write, position yourself in places that will afford you an opportunity to improve upon your craft. We've talked previously about the stages of writing, and the 4 stages of writing were, I'm sorry if I get them out of order. It would be, my goodness, I actually forgot. It would be interrogatory, descriptive, oh my goodness, narrative, and I forget the 4th one. I really forgot the 4th one. Okay, but forgive me. This is live. I'm not going to go find my notes and try to remember what it was. But know that there are 4 parts to writing. Okay? So you're either going to tell a story, which is your narrative. You're going to give a expository. Excuse me. See, there you go. Expository is your how-to, and you're going to explain how to do something. You are either going to be descriptive about your writing, and you're going to be very poetic and very artistic in your description of your writing. All right. So that's the things that we need to be always prepared to do at any given time as a writer. Know your how-tos, know your descriptions, know how to tell your story. That creates an opportunity for you. So if by chance you're sitting in an event and a particular person can't make it to the podium, Someone in the crowd knows that you are capable and able to take that person's place on the spur of the moment. Be ready for that. Be ready to capitalize on that opportunity. No, you don't have to stand up there for a whole 30 minutes because we all know that you're the last minute fill-in. And don't take that the wrong way. You can be a last minute fill-in and be phenomenal at it. Make sure that you have a message that we want to hear. And if you don't, and you got to snatch some notes real quick, excuse me for 1 minute. Can you give me about 5 minutes and I'll be able to actually take the microphone and stand behind the podium? But I need to jot down a few notes. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to tell them that you need a minute to catch your breath. Because when you present, you want to present properly, articulately, and meaningfully. That means that what you have to say has to have a plan of action to follow. So don't just motivate everybody and get them hype. Give them a result. So if you do this one thing and then you continue to do this thing, and then after you leave here, you continue to do this thing some more, this is going to be your end result. So that when you come back to the next conference, to the next meeting, to the next seminar, you'll have a positive report to tell. So when we talk about creating an opportunity, never be afraid to speak up for yourself. Because if you don't speak for you, how will we know? Okay. My name is Michelle Mickey Jones. I am a published author, a writer, a poet, and I just happen to also be a social worker. And what I do and what I love to do is I love to help writers, other writers, write. I love to help you develop and to implement skills and techniques that are going to take your writing to the next level. Now, whether or not you do it for pleasure or you do it for profit, I'm here to help you. Have a great evening.